Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Prophecy, Solo Flawless on the Warlock this time. Using Dawnblade with Sunbraces. Using Heat Rises over Icarus Dash this time because we need to get our melee charge back in few kills. Using Riptide, Hollow Denial, and the Two-Tailed Fox. Specifically because it can deal Scorch damage, which can increase the amount of melee charge we get back. It's also a very good weapon for solo play, for DPS and total damage. So to start off, we're gonna just use Sunbreakers for this part. We're gonna get a snap, then 2 solar grenades for each knight, followed up by a bit of trace rifle. So for this, if you don't know, you have to grab 5 motes from knights to open up the door. You need light motes and dark motes. You get dark motes by killing a knight while you're standing in the shadow, and light motes for killing a knight in the light. So we got the dark motes. Now we're just gonna kill these other 2 knights with some solar grenades and get light motes from them. I'm waiting here for the kill to go through. You can tell when the motes are dropped because you can see them on your radar. So that's going to open up this door. Now we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to get a snap on the wall, on the thrall, then 2 grenades, and we're done. Kill everything else just for survival. The knight decided to push up, which rarely happens. So I tend to get dark first because sometimes there are thrall in the other side of the room, and dunking the motes causes an explosion which can kill the thrall. However, there are no thrall here, so I'm just going to kill this guy with Two-Tailed Fox. Or just get completely outplayed. Again. God, that was embarrassing. Anyway, so I'm using a chill clip fusion rifle because it will slow the knights down so they won't teleport, and also I can kill them in 2 shots and a follow-up melee. So now we've done that, we're just going to climb. If you do this right, the Keloko will just not be able to teleport away because he's a dumbass. But he won't do anything, he'll just stand there so we can just ignore him. Anyway, so we're going to rally, we're going to go over here. We're going to preemptively throw a grenade at this pack of silence. We're going to fusion rifle the knight and melee towards his feet to cause an ignition. Then we can spam some solar grenades to kill the other knight and get our dark modes off. Now I'm gonna try to go for the double dunk here. You do that by positioning yourself in between both of the 2 receptacles and just dropping down. That will spawn 4 sets of signs instead of 2, which is a bit harder to handle, but not too bad, especially with Sunbraces giving you your health back. So now we want light motes. So I'm going to do the same thing. For this setup, you want to end on a double dunk, so you have Scions alive, so you can snap to get Sunbraces active. So I'm going to do the same thing, wait in the back. If you're low health, you can wait there to recover. And then do that. And that's that done. So now what we want to do is we want to jump up to high ground. If you put your well in here, he won't be able to teleport you away. Sorry, push you away. We get a Scion kill, and then just spam solar grenades. And do some Two-Tailed Fox damage. I would play Jolt, which will kill a lot of things around you, but fortunately I did manage to get the Sunbraces off, so we do a bit more spam. Unfortunately, ability damage in the well does not go through the immunity, however weapon damage does, because it counts as super damage. So when we've done more damage, we're just going to snap a goblin and continue on. And we're done. I should note that it is a very inconsistent one phase with this setup, so for that means I would not particularly recommend this if you're trying to actually get the solo. It's much easier on a Titan if you just want the ending. Anyway, so we're going to sink down into the Wasteland. For this, all you gotta do is find the blighted area, kill the 3 blights, and activate Toland in the middle. Do that 3 times. So we found it over here. This is the Phalanx area, or Mercury, whatever you want to call it. So we get a snap there, we're just gonna use that to kill all the ads around us. Don't know why I put that grenade there, but... So we're just gonna continue doing that until most of it's dead. So long as a blight is up, Thrall can spawn from it. So we're gonna kill the blights using 3 fusion rifle shots. However, it's probably better to do 2 fusion rifle shots and follow up with some trays. The solar grenades do not do much damage, if any, to the blights, so I would not suggest using them. So now we're going to activate Toland. He's going to show us where to go, sort of. He sort of went in this direction, so I'm looking over here. Turns out he's lied to me. It's over here by the... Oh no, he didn't. No. It's over here by the captains. I'm going to start off with a solar grenade to significantly damage the captains. I think I killed 2 and leave 1 on 0 health. So I'm going to try to jump it, accidentally get stuck by a thrall. Going to kill the hobgoblins. There's a captain right there. Just kill him. Start killing the blights. I'm going to try to get special ammo by holding my heavy out while I get kills. Doesn't really work, but it's fine. It does most of the time. But... So now that we killed all those guys, I'm just gonna take out the hobgoblin, activate Toland, and continue. So now we're at Io. This is Goblin Town. Gonna try to get some more special ammo, but it doesn't really work as usual. So we're just gonna have to resort to our trace rifle when we get down to killing the blights, which is pretty slow, but you know, you don't have a time limit. There's some special ammo. It was a bit too late, but... And once we activate Toland, we're done. Let's make our way into the Hexahedron over here. We're just going to sparrow our way into it. It's going to kick us off our sparrow, but we can just get back on our sparrow. Now we're going to go through the doors before they spawn. Yep, there they are. Going to rally here, and we're going to start this encounter. So what you have to do is you have to find which place to dunk by finding Toland, and then you have to kill knights in specific areas to drop specific type of motes. The knights only spawn once you kill a hobgoblin. So for this we're just going to sunbrace the spam, we're going to get a kill on an acolyte and then use it to destroy everything else. You can use a fusion rifle for the knights just because well, it's just very effective. So when we got the Dark Knights, we got to put them in the one Toland, just like I said before. This will activate the lift in the middle. Now, with this lift, usually you get pulled up, but if you slide out of it, you can just not do that. Anyway, so now we need light, which is really annoying in this position because there are only two small parts of light. And also, it should be noted that motes can fall into the holes and they will be completely irretrievable. So you might have to kill another knight. If you use the mote melee to move around, it's quite hard for the hobgoblins to hit you, so I would suggest doing that. Now here, we don't have Toland anywhere, which means he's on top, which means we're going to have to do one encounter, one phase, which will yield nothing. Then we can do it in the next round. So it doesn't matter which motes we get. However, if you're looking for a specific type of mote, you should note if it's actually dunkable. Like, for example, if I'm getting Dark Knights here, it could have been that all four of the things were light, and then I'd just be, you know, with my pants down. But it's fine. Anyway, so now we see Tolands here. Same place, but with dark, which is much more helpful. So we're going to do literally the same thing as before. You want to watch out for this guy, because the motes can fall into the pit. One went in, but fortunately two didn't, and all you need is 5. So now this one with the sort of archers, you want to stand around here. Get an acolyte kill, then kill the hobgoblins from this sort of area. You have a lot of cover here. Anyway, so I think I forgot what to look for. Oh no, it's light. I started realizing that I could just use Two-Tailed Fox because I think I had a heavy drop. Oh, and it delivers you the modes, which is very nice of it. Now we got the final one, which is light. You can tell it's the final one by the wall that it's on. It's always that one that's final. Save that mote from falling in. Dunk it and run. Now onto the final room. We have 2 Ultra Centurions to kill. What I like to do is I like to jump up here and place my well. That way I can see them from everywhere, well, apart from there. I think I fall to my death, but I've never gone down there. I didn't realise that wasn't a pit, and I was a bit annoyed, but relieved at the same time. Anyway, so 2 rockets will kill the guys. He's almost dead anyway, so I'm just gonna kill him. Jolt really helps as well. So that's the Hexahedron done. Woo. Now we're gonna go straight out. As soon as the loading zone changes, we're gonna put our Sparrow on. Wait for the dawn. And then just ride out. And you just want to follow the Kel to the next bit. So now we're in the Dead Sea, or coming up to it. Which is a fun part, but probably the most dangerous for a lot of people. Because it's Rainbow Road, essentially. So, because I've done this a lot, I'm just going to Sparrow the whole way through. There is a way, once you go through the second pyramid thing, you can start going onto these upside down pyramids and jump all the way down to the end, if you find that safer. Don't forget to use the handbrake, it's really bloody helpful in this. You want to be careful here, just in case you tailspin out and have a bad time. So this structure here, if you go up to the right, you see there's an opening. If you go through that, and then you can start going on the trail down on foot. So going up to this bit, all you got to do is dodge left onto that and then boost on. This elbow bit is a bit annoying, so I'm just going to go slow there. And for the rest of it, I'm just going to speed through. Coming up to some taken boopers, do not worry about them in the slightest. Not only is it very improbable that they'll hit you, but also if they do, they won't do much at all, if you're in the middle. Almost lose the run there. But I made it back. Now we want to get sucked into the tractor beam. The best way to do this is, if you don't get automatically in there, is to go to the sort of right side of that ribbon and just sort of slide and it'll pick you up. So now we got a wave of thrall. You don't need to kill them, but I try to use this time to get all my ammo back and save a rally flag. However, I needed 1 extra rocket, so I thought, nah, I'll just rally. Or did I? I can't remember. No, yep, I thought it was okay. Because, yeah, I'm bound to get a drop. Anyway, so this section, basically just do what we've done before. We want to kill some scions, look for the receptacles, kill the knights in certain places to drop to certain modes and dunk them in. The knights spawn 2 at a time, and the scions spawned in 3 groups on a timer that's independent of everything else. Once you dunk a thing, there'll be an ogre to kill. I like to freeze it, and then either kill it with the 3rd shot, or with with a snap. I didn't have chill clip for that because I didn't reload, which is a bit embarrassing, but yeah. So as you can see, I snapped there to get an ignition, then I can just finish off the rest. I do want to save some guys alive for a little trick I'm going to do, which you'll see in a second. So once we dunk the 3rd one, the knights will despawn, the scions won't. We're gonna just nip the edge of the triangle, which will still teleport us. We're gonna snap a scion, so we have sun braces. I'm gonna activate it early so it don't run out, and then I'm gonna throw 3 solar grenades at the Kel. This in the end are the places where he stays in place the most, so you want to make sure you get as much solar grenade damage as you can there. You don't want to kill... You don't want to have 2 sets of solar grenades on one teleport, because it'll just be a waste, because it'll teleport out by the time, you know, they start ramping up. Anyway, so you want to prioritize getting your sun braces out immediately because of the same reason. Almost died there as well, which is a bit embarrassing. Also a bit of a DPS loss. You want to leave at least 1 hobgoblin from the previous wave alive, so you can immediately get the snap kill and start going to town. However, for this one I had to get my melee energy back, so I killed him in mid-air with the trace. Now that I'm sort of recuperating my losses, I'm going to have to just use the two-tailed fox while I'm going across. And then I'm going to put my well down to get the rest of the two-tailed fox damage off. As you can see, I've already done over 50%, which is very nice. And there you go, that's 1 damage phase done. It is actually possible to 1 phase. I've never done it myself, but I have seen someone do it, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I can be bothered to try. Anyway, so now we're on to the observatory one. Fortunately I get 3 lights, which is really good because dark is really hard to get in this bit. So we're going to kill a lot of scions and also the knights while we can. Getting a lot of heavy drops, which is nice. I completely forget about the ogre here, which is a great idea. And I realise quickly before I pick up the 5th mote, which is very nice. So I just use the 2 stealth fox and a fusion rifle to take them out. So I'm going to freeze him here, then get the ignition off. Which means I can spam solar grenades to kill the last group. Once again, I'm trying to keep some scions alive so I can do the same thing as before. I'm just going to snap there, which gives me a tiny window to do it, but I think it still works fine. Yeah, I only get 2 grenades off, and I threw one into the abyss, which is amazing. That was a great rocket there. So now I'm going to snap this one. Almost fall off the edge. God, I do that so much this run. And spam as many fusion solar nades as possible. Get my last rocket off as well. I'm dying a lot here, so I'm gonna Phoenix Dive. You do want to remember to pick up the fire sprites as well. Anyway, so we're done. That was a pretty fun run. Not too consistent, so I would recommend doing it on another class if you want to get the solar flawless much more easily. However, yeah. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you next time. Bye.